Apparently the different cohorts or groups of people who have decided to come and make sure that they make their points known.
Okay.
Because the president is going to be giving a State of the Nation address tomorrow at the Parliament buildings, and they feel like this is the perfect time for them to express themselves and let him know that they're not with him on any of the plans that he's trying to make.
Yeah, so it's going to be happening, like you said, near Parliament buildings.
Parliament buildings. But I'm sure, they're going to seal that place off like crazy. I don't even know if they're going to be able to access the premises.
Itakuwa hard.
Itakuwa ngumu sana hao kufika pale. You'll just start seeing, the guys already condoning the place by, I don't know what time in the morning.
You guys may actually have no problem with guys when guys go for these demos or whatever.
Yeah.
This is right. The only thing I have an issue with is the way it's so disruptive. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you shouldn't go out there and try and destroy people's businesses, to be honest.
Properties.
Yeah.
And
you know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's like just respect other people. Yeah.
Don't
so
take
now
your anger out on them.
exactly. Now I'm reading something over here. It's the G4S protests advisory, security advisory. Yes. Now expected scenarios. They say heavy police deployment. So you're going to have to anticipate a significant police presence in and around the Nairobi Central Business District and key routes leading to Parliament. This deployment aims to maintain order and ensure public safety during the protest. Road closure. Roads leading in and out of the CBD, especially around Parliament area, likely to be blocked in order to manage the traffic situation. Protests dynamics. Yes, past demonstrations have shown that initial turnout may be low in the early morning, with participation increasing as the day progresses. I think we're all in agreement. Usually the peak is usually uko hivyo masanane.
Sanane hapo kumechacha.
Yeah. And then potential for clashes. Given the nature of the protest and previous incidents, there is a possibility of clashes between protests and security forces. Police are prepared to respond to any unrest to prevent escalation. So public advisory, remain vigilant. Yeah? Just be alert, especially for guys who are going to do biashara in the CBD. And then avoid protest areas if possible. Avoid areas around Parliament and the CBD on the day of the protests to minimize exposure to potential disruptions. And then plan for delays. Anticipate transport and business disruptions, particularly in the vicinity of the protests. Yeah. So I you know what? The situation is going to be fluid, of course.
Yeah.
There's going to be heavy security presence in the city. So, guys, just be alert. Just expect anything.
I mean, all I would just tell the president is, like, with this whole unrest and people just feeling like they're not heard, just listen to what your people have to say. It doesn't hurt to actually sit down and listen to why they're protesting. Listen to everything that's come up, the lack of increase of jobs, the people who are being fired from their jobs.
So people don't want to talk. People don't want to engage. There's nothing like listening.
No, as a leader, you actually need to take a sit and listen to the people that you're leading.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're not leading anyone. You're no longer called a leader if you have no one to lead. And that's what people just want him to listen to what they're saying. And then please just don't lie to the people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to make up things. Like, you may have a goal. Like, okay, we're going to do 5... an example, we're going to do 5 new stadiums by the time 2025 is finishing.
Yeah.
Make realistic goals in whatever you're saying. If you're not sure about it, get other advisors outside of your advisors that will actually tell you something.
That's actually true. But at the same time, for me, I just feel like Kenyans need to kind of chill, man. Like, especially because the disruptions are a bit too much, guys.
They apparently think that he's going to try and reintroduce the finance bill into Parliament.
Oh, yeah, that's the main thing?
Yes, I think one of the main reasons why they do not want that.
A couple of things have actually, come up that they wanted to reintroduce.
Yeah.
But the one that they had to take out was the milk and bread. And I'm like, you're taxing even people's food. Like, maybe this is all that someone can afford is just milk and bread. You're going to tax them on that. That's not right.
Yeah,
So
damn, like this thing is actually crazy. But for me, I'm Kidogo old school, and people are going to say, Kevin guy just pro status quo.
Don't tell us to wait till 2027.
Nah, guys. I just feel like
there was a guy who was commenting on the last time we had a conversation. He was like, it's a Rasta for us. Did you see that?
Is it?
Nah.
Wait, which one?
For me,
Help them understand you, Rasta.
Nah. Let me tell you guys.
Yeah.
For me, I just feel like, honestly speaking, regardless of whatever these politicians do, Kenya haiendi mahali. Kenya's always going to be here. This CBD will always be here. My only problem with the protests is that they end up being very bloody. And only, okay, fine, I know. Some guys are going to say, Kev, usually it's the police who start this beef. Yeah, they're the ones who usually instigate the violence. Whoever starts, it doesn't matter. Guys, get out there, do your thing. But just as an individual, please just don't be disruptive. You know what I mean? Don't go there and mess people's businesses. Because do you know how hard it is to start a biashara again?
It's crazy.
In this day and age. Yeah. Simply because now your right ends where mine begins. I have a right to live in a peaceful environment. I have a right to do biashara in a peaceful and stable environment.
This doesn't just go to the protesters, it also goes to the police people.
Yeah, of course.
Like, if people are taking cover inside someone's shop and the person has allowed them to come in, don't come in and start breaking down the shop and throwing tear gas in there.
Yeah.
No, like, if people take cover in a church, don't go throwing tear gas in there. Let them take cover.
Right.
They're not attacking anyone.
Yeah.
They're running away from you. There's no need to chase them down.
All right. Easy. So guys, let's keep it moving, man. We are on, of course, cruising the internet. When we come back, of course, it's all about a topic.
Yes, we're talking about how a teacher got fined or is going to be thrown in jail for spanking someone, caning someone.
Okay. All right. So, we're back on the cruising the internet.
Yes, we are.
All right, so good evening, guys.
You are tuned in to Nairobi's #1 soul station, Spice FM.